Life for me has always been kinda like a slow train. As long as I stayed on board and followed orders, there'd be no pain. I was promised safety, and I was told that if I sped the train up, there'd be nobody to save me. I chugged along the tracks, tracking the miles in the car. Sometimes I see these glowing lights outside and wonder what they are. Strange faces that appear and disappear again, as if a song has started, but I never got to hear the end. Every time I ask the conductor what I wish to know, he simply tells me if I want, I can step into the cold and go explore all the surroundings, every cliffside high and low. Then he reminds me if I do this, I'll forever be alone. One day one of the faces jumped out at me in the dark. I tried to track its movements, but it didn't make it very far, cause out of the bushes came a couple more without a sound. They surrounded the first, and then they mauled him to the ground. And when I went to the conductor and I asked if we could help, he struck me to the floor and told me to worry about myself. The first face was killed, and my face was scarred. I felt like I saw Malice that night shining from the stars. Speed up the train, I said. Let me step into the rain, I said. No, he said. Go, he said. Come back and I'll shatter your dome, he said. I just couldn't take it. I saw his face and I wanted to break it, but every time he spoke I was afraid, frozen in stasis. But no more. I took the broomstick that he had me clean with, stepped into the conductor's car and brought myself to beat him. You can't conduct this train, he said. He looked into my eyes, he said, without becoming like me. I hit him one more time. I threw the broom away. I peeled off his face to reveal the gears and wires that had kept him in his place. As my mind returned and adrenaline expired, out of curiosity I touched one of the wires. My bones were filled with metal, my veins filled with oil. My organs and my muscles became gears, switches, and foil. Now that only copper wires were in my brain, I felt nothing as I threw the old conductor off the train. I looked out to the faces, I didn't want to intervene. They looked back up at me like there was a monster underneath. I sped up the train and I rode away asleep. I couldn't conduct the train without becoming a machine.